A pleasant morning, everyone. So today, we're going to tackle about the five basic components of language. So there are the five basic components of language. First is phonemes. Second is morpheme. Third is syntax. Fourth is semantics or the meaning of a language. Five is the pragmatics. So first, we're going to talk about the phonemes. So phonemes are the basic units of sound in any given language, or in another term, phonemes is all about the single sound of the word. For example, the word set. So set about three phonemes or the three sounds. The S, the I, and the E. So phonemes, these are the sounds that we create with the letters of the alphabet. Infants are sensitive to the rhyme and intonation of language, the variation in pitch, the loudness, and timing used when saying words or sentences, and often considered the melody of speech. So the second component is morpheme. It is the smallest grammatical unit of speech. It may be a word like place or an element of a word like a re, an a. Morphemes are comprised of the two separate classes called the bases or roots and affixes. So when we say a base or root is a morpheme in a word that gives the word its principal meaning. The third component is the syntax. Is the structure of language or the grammar. The grammar. It is the arrangement of words into a sentence that makes sense in a given language. Syntax also refers to the rules of the principle that govern sentence structure in a language. How words and phrases may be joined together. So, syntax is all about your grammar or the word you are going to use. Third component is semantics or the meaning of language. Infants come to understand many words before they can produce them. So, ang semantic, it is all about the meaning of the given word. So, when we say semantics, it is about the meaning of the language that given to us. For example, kinahatagan tag isa ka word nga wala ta kasabot unsay wala ta kabalog unsay buot pasabot ana. So, we need to know what is the meaning of that word for us to know or for us kanang makabalot ta unsay deeper meaning ana nga word. So, that is semantics. So, the last component of language is the pragmatics. It refers to the use or application of language. It is typically viewed as a social aspect of language. Pragmatic is about applying language so that others understand what you are trying to convey. So, ang pragmatic is naghisgot siya og kuan ganang paunsa nato i-apply ang word para deeper understanding sa person nga atong i-convey. So this is the concurrent process of development in the several domains that together constitute knowledge of language. How the sender, the message, the receiver work. So first, the sender mag-encode siya og message. After encoding, the sender transfer the message to the other party. Then after the transmission, the message reaches the receiver. The receiver decodes the message and gives his feedback to the sender.
Let's proceed to theories of language development. So, the earliest theory about language development assumed that children acquire language through imitation by Minyock and Briss 2005. So, the earliest theory daw ay ang language development kay nag-assume daw na ang children nag-acquire daw sila og imitation. So, let's proceed. While research has shown that children who imitate the action of those around them during their first year of life are generally those who also learn to talk more quickly. So, ang research daw kay gayon sila nga ang children kay ga-imitate daw sila through action sa mga nakita nila sa surroundings o maka-learn po sila maka-learn po sila through sa makita nila o dali ra po sila maka-learn. There is also evidence that imitation alone cannot explain how children become talkers by Siegelman and Ryder 2009. The following theories explain how children learn their language. So, the nativist perspective, Noam Chomsky. Noam Chomsky theory of language development explained that nativist perspectives believes that nature is most crucial in the process of language development. According to Chomsky, throughout the universe, infants have an inborn mechanisms for acquiring syntax. What is syntax? Syntax. The syntax is the structure of language, the grammar. So, knowledge in any culture and society, also known as universal grammar. So, in addition, the language acquisition device is an inborn mechanism that allows infants to learn and manipulate deep grammatical structures. Okay, so through hypothesis testing, children use natural mechanisms to reach themselves various aspects of language use. Cognitive development theory perspective by Jean Piaget. Similar to the nativist theory, in accordance with Jean Piaget's theory on cognitive development, the cognitive development perspective believes that nature is most crucial in the process of the language development by learner Esther Books and Mystery 2005. Though in contact to the nativist theory, the cognitive developmental theory does not state a specific inborn mechanism as part of the developmental process. Rather, language development occurs according to stages of cognitive development. For example, object permanence is an important stage of cognitive development that must occur before language appears. According to Piaget, language appears when one has the ability to represent symbols in the mind. This leads to the creation of words which lead to language acquisition. So, Jean Piaget is similar to nativist theory that he say that nature is the most crucial in the process of language development. We all know that nature refers largely in our genetics. So, the behaviorist perspective by B.F. Skinner. In contrast to nativist and cognitive developmental perspectives, the behaviorist perspective believes that nature is most crucial in the process of language development. Yes, similar na po sila ni B.F. Skinner o ni Jean Piaget o ni Noam Chomsky. And then, according to B.F. Skinner, behaviorist theory language is taught through various reinforcement in environment. Though hypothesis testing children is used mechanisms to reach themselves various aspects of language use. Let's proceed the interactionist perspective lived by Vygotsky. This is the last theory. Similar to the behaviorist theory, the interactionist theory believes that nurture is crucial in the process of language development. Though through the interactionist perspective differs from the behaviorist perspective in that this perspective believes that language is acquired through social interactions in the environment, not reinforcement. With a focus on pragmatic knowledge, infants, toddlers, and children enhance their language acquisition through communication in various social environments. So, this theory says that interactionist perspective theory from the behaviorist perspective and perspective believes that language is acquired through social interaction in the environment. Yes, we communicate through social interactions with other people. We interact with other people, with new people, and believe in our environment, not reinforcement. With a focus on pragmatic knowledge, infants, toddlers, and children enhance their language acquisition through communication in various social environments. So, we can improve our communication skills through social interactions and communications through verbal and non-verbal communication.
So now, we are going to tackle the stages in speech development. So, there are 4 stages in speech development. So, first is the primitive or natural stage. So, what is primitive or natural stage? This is the birth to about 2 years. This is characterized by 3 non-intellectual speech functions. So, first is your emotional release. Second is your social reactions. Then, last is the substitute for object and desires. These are words learned by conditioning by parents and siblings, matching the words frequently to object. Second stage is naive psychology. So, naive psychology, children discover that words can have a symbolic function. So, sa naive psychology, ang bata or the children makadiscover that word has a function. So, and this discovery we're frequently asking what things are called. So, during a stage, kay ang bata is makabalo nga kana siya nga object is na siya function. Then, narapod na sa bata kung kanang ay there is nga stage magkuan sulod ang curiosity sa bata kung unsan na siya tawag ana nga object kung wala pa sila kabaloan na. So the second stage is the egocentric speech. So egocentric speech says that takes the form of a running monologue that accompanies the child's activities, whether the child works alone or beside others. So during a stage sa speech development, kaning egocentric speech kay diri na nga stage nga ang bata makabalo siya through his or herself or mangutana ba siya sa kuan sa mga tao nga nakapalibot sa iya. So the last stage is the engrowth stage. Children learn to manipulate language in their heads in the form of soundless speech, thinking by means of logical memory that employs inner science or solving problems. So the engrowth stage when external operations kanang turn inward. Ang example na counting in the head, logical memory, and the soundless speech.